say we can expect a... losing battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at center. Durant's shot is off.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Holiday from long range, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant with it, now guarded by White. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Durant, fires from deep. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Outside Holiday. The 3. Again, Holiday missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Durant. The 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to White. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
A nice shot by Richards.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Holiday against Booker. Here's Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to train it.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. I love this approach, getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Knocks down the triple.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Durant with a screen on Holiday. Booker finds Durant. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brown inside, defended by Dunn. Holiday from long range. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Holiday. Pass to Brown. The kick out to White. 6 to shoot. Tatum a screen on Durant. White the pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Yeah, knowing his position on the floor and expecting the ball, Tatum knew his job and executed it. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Durant, the pass to Richards. Outside Booker. And here's Beal. Launches a 3. Tatum pulls it in.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
standing at 7-3. We have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis, a fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Booker fires from way outside. Off target there with a little leaner. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Brown with it, now guarded by Booker. Back to Brown. The kick to Tatum. Outside, Brown fires the three. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. And the Suns pushing it up now. Oh, a really deep three that time.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Richards goes in. Left side, Durant. Another one falls for Phoenix.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in the... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Torrey Craig. He's out there with Al Horford. And it's Shireman in at the 2. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. The Suns leading. Allen outside. The three is up. Shireman grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Hauser for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Shireman from the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Assisted
buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
From outside the arc. That's good from Allen on the assist from Jones. Allen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Back to Pritchard. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Bull. Misses the 3. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Shireman. The 3. Sinks it from distance. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Hauser can't get it to go. The Suns have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. They get it back. Outside Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Screen by O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Jones, the pass to Bull. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Inside. Pull on him. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Here's the three. The Suns clear it. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. And the Suns pushing it up now. Left side pull. Shireman grabs a board. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Horford can't hit.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Stripped away. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Now here's Craig. 5 points in the game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's both from the stripe. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the half. To the wing on the left. Here's Bull. And the Suns miss again.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Outside O'Neal. Allen on the wing. The three is up. Buries it from 3. Allen's got 9 points in the quarter. There's 6 seconds left in the second period. And here's Horford for 3. The shot no good. Torrey Craig has been leading the charge for the Celtics. Hunting for opportunities. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Tatum with it. Beal picks him up. Outside Holiday. Pass to White. Shoots over Booker. No good off the glass. Suns trail by 5. And, Coach, you look at Derek White. Maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
From the wing, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 5 points.
Yeah, such a good-looking jumper. Nice high release. Tatum can do this all day.
Three-pointer, Beal. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Holiday. Beal against White. Back to Holiday. Outside, Brown. White for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside, deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Durant for 3. At the arc. KD drains it.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense. It's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Durant looking around. Dunn outside. The kick to Durant. Beal from outside. And the Suns get another three.
A volume three-point shooter. Beal knows he has the green light to shoot threes whenever he wants.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Durant. Outside Booker. Takes the three. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. Porzingis finds Holiday. Tatum with it. Back to Holiday. White for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one. Takes a 3. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 11 points here in the second half.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. It's Tatum working inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Bull, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Bull. Jacks up with 3. There's a screen by Bull. Fires for 3. The shot won't fall. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Out to Craig from deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Outside O'Neal. On target from range. And the Suns lead by 4. Here's Hauser. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Points coming in bunches as we wrap. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Suns lead by 4. On the floor for Boston, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. And for Boston, they're shooting only 42%. Pritchard, the pass to Craig. Drops in the 3.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Craig, no good.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Now here's Allen. Screen by O'Neal. The 3 ball. Allen can't get it to go.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Back to Horford. To tie it up. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Jones feels it out. Outside Bull from behind the arc. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Bull. 3-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 6. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on O'Neal. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Now here's Tatum. Porzingis high post. Three-pointer, Beal sinks it from distance. And the Suns lead by 7.
This speaks to the confidence Beal has in himself. Terrific work catching and firing off the catch.
White finds Porzingis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Beal's shot is off. Celtics trail by 7. Outside White. This one for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Durant for 3. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Pass to Booker, now Richards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fades away. And Booker hits from deep.
And this is big for Booker's confidence. With this three-point ball falling, he's so tough to stop.
White against Beal. Outside Holiday. Here's Brown. From the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Richards. Tatum against Durant. Over Tatum. The rebound, Celtics. And they're on the run. They get it back. Here's White. Booker with the defensive effort. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
The shot by Dunn, no good. Celtics trail by 7.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And this guy is made for these moments. Tatum, the big-time shot.
Outside Durant. Beal, the pass to Durant. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. And the Suns lead by 7.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The shot by Dunn, no good.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
4-3. Buries it from 3. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant.
teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA, and this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
So it's the Thunder now after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the shot by Kevin Durant. Pass to Beal. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It's the confidence of Beal. He lets it fly from range when he really likes the look.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Booker. The drive by KD. Done. Wide open. He fires. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And it's a tie ball game.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Booker's shot is good.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the jumper in space. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. Pass to Holmgren. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Durant, wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oklahoma City trailing. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Back to Durant. To halt the run. There we go. Now in the scoring column at that make, he is 1 for 4.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. 34 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
The Thunder leading by 4. The shot from 20 feet away. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta...
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Allen. Caruso against O'Neal. Caruso, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
In the corner, Wallace with it. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Mitchell, a screen on Allen. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Bull, that's good.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the three in today's game.
Williams, a screen on Allen, and it's Wallace penetrating. Basket, good. Wallace has got his second basket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Gillespie. Offline with his 3. The Thunder leading by 5. Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Back to Caruso. It's up a 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
To the paint, here's Plumlee. Kicks it out to Allen. Back to Plumlee. Allen dishes to Plumlee. Williams with the block, and he gets it back.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Williams kicks to Mitchell. Caruso, a screen on Bull. A shot by Williams, no good. Suns trail by 6, and there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Plumlee, and there's the drive. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Mitchell sets the screen for Caruso. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Takes it off the glass. Plumlee's got 6 points in the quarter. And Caruso's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Wallace. Williams passes to Wallace. Here's Caruso. Mitchell outside. 4 on the clock. From deep, Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Plumlee, Williams with the block. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Stolen by Allen. Plumlee against Williams. The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Assisted by Mitchell.
Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Oklahoma City has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Caruso. A three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And again, it's Mason Plumlee. Plumlee's got 12 points in the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Caruso, no good. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. It's good. And it's a 4-point Suns lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Mitchell sets the screen for Caruso. Crafty move. Misses the baby hook. That's tipped. Mason Plumlee getting it done for Phoenix. What a quarter that saw them generate a great... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Mason Plumlee has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. KD can't get it to go. Oklahoma City trailing and always hovering around the 50-40-90 mark. Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
The Suns shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Here's Dunn. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. 90 seconds now into the second half.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Goes up from the top of the key, and it falls over the rim and in. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
No good from Booker.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Done. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Oklahoma City ball.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
It's deflected. Here's Booker. They get a hand on it.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Caruso, a screen on Beal. 6 on the shot clock. And the jam by Wallace.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Mitchell passes to Caruso. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. Back to Mitchell. 1:25 left to play in the third. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 5. Booker the pass to KD. Durant from distance. What a shot.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
It's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The drive by Booker. Booker going to work inside.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Caruso against Dunn. Williams passes to Mitchell. Out to Wallace. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Caruso. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
It's stolen by Dort. Williams for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee with it. Dort covering. Plumlee, no luck. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. Oh, the Suki smooth 3 from KD.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot, but Durant makes the game look so smooth.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. And KD throws it down. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
They set the pick. Durant kicks to Beal. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. Buries the 7-footer. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Over Booker. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And the Suns miss again. The Thunder leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33. Here's KD. Caruso with the steal. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Oh, Durant drives it home.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Cans the shot from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points in the quarter.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Booker. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Suns trail by 5. Here's Plumlee. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't hit that time. To tie it up. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Durant for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Suns.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
Booker with no one around. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but if they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win, definitely doable.
So a
position. And for Boston, Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. The shake. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Celtics making their last shot to the paint. Floats one up. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Holmgren. There's the 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with a reputation as a spacer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shai does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top arm ball defenders, he's also on that list. We want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it again. Hartenstein, the kick out to Williams. Holiday against Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. That 3's off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. A 19-footer. It's hauled in by White.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And here's Brown for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
It's stolen by Tatum. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. White for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. Trailing by 4. And stolen by Holiday. Tatum against Williams. Tatum can't hit.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Pass to Holmgren. Knocked loose. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. To stop the drought. Knocks down the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Porzingis passes to White. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Thunder have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Left side Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's got 11. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Thunder. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. They've got Alex Caruso. Kenrich Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Cason Wallace, and it's Joe in at the 1. Horford can't hit. Thunder with a lead. Wallace outside. Outside Joe. And again, it's Oklahoma City. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's Joe. Launches a 3, drills it from deep. Joe's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. There's a screen with the drive. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Tries to save it. Pass to Shireman. Finished off the break.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Joe. Caruso outside. Back to Joe. Now Williams. Just 4 to shoot.
First team foul.
Outside Joe. From down in the low post, it goes. Joe's got 11 points.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Here's Shireman. Hits the trifecta. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Back to Joe. 1:46 left in the second quarter.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Caruso with it, picked up by Craig. Wallace outside. From the low block. Shireman grabs the board. Boston trailing. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Shot clock at 6. Williams from long range. And he can't get that one. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's Shireman. Williams defending. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by Boston. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Wallace, right side. The kick out to Williams. And here's Caruso outside. And Craig pulls it down. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 3-pointer. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got 8. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Wallace outside. Williams with the screen.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 6 seconds left in the first half of this game. To snap the cold streak. And Porzingis with the block. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Oh, better luck next time. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And stolen by Porzingis. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Holiday from long range, connects from downtown. Holiday's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Now here's Holiday. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Now it's a 7-point Boston lead.
Well, Jason Tatum always working to expand his range. He might as well be in the next county.
Down low. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Brown can't hit.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. There's Tatum with the 3. Great D that time from Holmgren. Thunder trail by 5. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Williams' shot is good.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein for the tie. And it's good on the layup. Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter. For Boston, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Holmgren with a screen on White. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the lob. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Three-pointer goes up, three-pointer goes down for White.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Pass to Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Following the bucket by Boston. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
About that high-value three. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I'll take that one.
Porzingis finds Tatum. From downtown, good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Brown can't hit. Thunder leading by 3. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 22 points for him. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the...
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Thunder, Williams is out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso, then it's Isaiah Joe, and it's Wallace in at the 2-guard spot. Pritchard gets it to go.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Outside Joe. Caruso outside. The 3 is up. And the 3-pointer goes. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Thunder leading by 5. Outside Joe. Pass to Williams. From deep. Horford pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Shireman. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Caruso with the bucket.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
For Boston, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Oklahoma City's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Outside, Williams. Outside Joe. There's the triple. Boston pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Shireman. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to Wallace. The kick out to Williams. And here's Caruso outside. He drops it from range. Caruso's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Hauser. And stolen by Williams. Fires the three. Goes back up. Outside Joe. Pass to Wallace. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 8. Craig, good.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Wallace, right side. It's Williams, high post, over Craig. Williams misses. And here's Horford. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Craig passes to Horford. Puts up a three. The Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Outside, Williams. Six on the shot clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by White.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
1:03 left in the fourth.
With his length and athleticism and basketball smarts, how about the contest by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Excellent defense.
Outside, Williams. The three. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston on offense. 9-point game. Knocks it loose.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Yep, that one goes.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammates.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep three. The shot misses. And so the Thunder take the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they...
be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Plumlee, and it's done in at the small forward position. Now here's Durant. Offensive rebound, and Plumlee kicks to Durant. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Brown with it. Now Beal defending. Right the pass to Tatum, and they pick up 2.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Pass to Dunn. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And the basket by Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Booker is screen on Tatum. KD can't get it to go. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here's Tatum for 3. The kick out to Holiday. Brown outside. Clock at 6. Back to Holiday. No good on the triple. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Booker finds Durant. Pulls up on the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And deadly from pretty much anywhere on the court. Durant is a relentless scorer.
Holiday with the 3, drills the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, can I tell you something? I'm worried about Booker. I'm ready to double up on him and fight the good fight, but if he gets hot, we're in trouble. So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
KD's shot is good.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from D, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Now here's Plumlee. Hasn't made one yet. The tray, and it's Durant, that time on the assist from Plumlee.
Well, with the height advantage that he has, he knew he could put it up over the top of the defender.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Celtics trail by 4. Brown dishes to Holiday. Pass to Tatum. They need this. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Booker with the screen for Durant. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Suns leading by 4. Launches a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Tatum's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Again, Durant missing. to White. Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Offline with his three. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Nick Richards out there with Bull. Then it's Jones. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And it's Jones with the ball for the Suns. They lead by 4. They get the rebound. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bull's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Pritchard. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
18 feet out, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And the touch ball is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
To the inside, Horford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Every year, Craig, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Hauser misses. Suns leading by 7. Bull kicks to O'Neal. Back to Bull. Pass to O'Neal. Allen outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Hauser. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And finished off by Craig.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Jones, the pass to Allen. The 3. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Jones kicks to O'Neal. Allen dishes to Jones. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bull can't hit. Celtics have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's the 3. And Bull pulls it down. Got a piece of it. Suns leading by 5. The 19-foot shot. And Shireman pulls it down.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Phoenix has gone for the 3-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Allen surveying the D. O'Neal from long range. Buries it from three-point range. O'Neal's got 6.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest off the arc.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jacks up a 3. And Boston with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Shireman. Softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
There's the triple. Craig pulls it in. He takes it in. Pass to Pritchard. Misses the 3. And Allen launches it from deep. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And now we'll send it. I thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
That's what makes Tatum so dangerous. Offensively, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
The shot by KD, no good. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Plumlee. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
The assist.
Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, it's something we don't see a whole lot in games. Just too aggressive going up.
For 3, Booker. Devin Booker, 3, right down the hatch.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Porzingis inside, working on Plumlee, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Plumlee with a screen on Brown. Dunn kicks to Beal. Fires the 3. Dunn misses. Celtics trail by 4. Lets it go from deep. And it's Brown missing. Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
That's good from Dunn on the assist by Booker. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Porzingis kicks to Brown. From deep three-point territory. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Plumlee finds KD, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his, this guy is just so unreal.
Here's Holiday. Buries it down low. 8 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Booker against Holiday. They get it again. The wide open look for Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. KD's got 7 points here in this quarter. Here's Brown. Driving in. Brown jams it in.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Dunn outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Dunn's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
KD looking around. Here's Booker. Holiday with the defensive effort. Left side, Tatum. Porzingis finds White. No good from outside. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Suns lead by. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Grayson Allen. O'Neal is out there with Bol. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Jones in at the 1. Here's Bol. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum torpedoes to the rack.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
Allen passes to Jones. Allen kicks to Jones. Here's Bol. And again, it's the Suns missing. Celtics trail by 5. And here's Brown outside. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Allen passes to Bol. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bol's understanding of when to look for his next level.
And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Holiday dishes to White. The 3 from Tatum. The offensive rebound, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's what Porzingis has to do. Use his size and length on the offensive glass.
A shot by KD. No good. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Suns leading by 6. Beal, the pass to Dunn. Outside for Beal. Back to Dunn. KD sets the pick for Dunn. From downtown. And Boston with the rebound. Holiday with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D. Showing he can hurt you from that area.
Outside Durant. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Beal finds Durant. Durant! Money from
deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop so quick.
KD, that's for 2. And right through it goes. Durant's got 24. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 6. Plumlee with the steal. KD against Tatum. Outside Durant, takes a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 5th assist in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Celtics trail by 9. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
Boston ball.
1:05 left in the 4th quarter. And it's Brown missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Takes it inside. Brown jams it in.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Latvian.
KD against Tatum. The shot from 20 feet away. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Beal. And the Suns lead by 9. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Bangs home the trifecta. That gives him a double-double in this one. 12 points and 10 rebounds. Tatum against Durant. High post shot. And he connects with the jumper. Durant's got 31.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't go for him. So the Suns win it. They came in here and took care of business. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's done in at the small forward. Plumlee, no good. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Plumlee pulls down the board.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And the shot falls short that time.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Hartenstein a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Cans it with nobody near him. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Beal. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander from 18 feet away, and the jumper is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
And stolen by Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Fires from deep. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Hartenstein. 5 to shoot. Oh, deflected. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Durant, pass to Plumlee. That's good, and so Durant with the assist.
That's where Plumlee operates best. The closer to the basket, the better chance he has of converting.
Pass to Holmgren. Williams on the wing. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Uncovered. Count that bucket. Give him 8.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Releases. Dunn's shot is good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season. Dangerous at all times from range. Booker shoots threes at will.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, tipped. And now the Suns, fast break. Durant for 3, gets the 3 to fall.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dunn. Launches it. Kept alive. For 3. He can't get that one to fall. The Thunder have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And both free throws good for Durant.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Screen by Holmgren. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Phoenix out in front. They lead by. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court right now for the Suns. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Jones in at the 1. Jones finds Bol, and it's Bol Bol with the foul. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Caruso. For 3, O'Neal hits a 3-pointer.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Outside Joe. Back to Caruso. Outside Joe. Williams a screen on Jones. Here's Joe. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Oh, they get a hand on it. Back to Caruso. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Another shot. And he lays it in. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Here's Bull. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. And now a three-point Phoenix lead.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Joe on the wing. Bull covering. Wallace outside. Pass to Joe. Clock at 6. Williams from long range. Solid defense from Bull. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Jones, the pass to Allen. Williams grabs the board. Caruso outside. Wallace with it. He's against O'Neal. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive, B.A., in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his number one attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
Jones drives in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And no matter if he starts or is a reserve, Tyus Jones always takes care of the ball, Brent.
Incredibly low turnover numbers throughout his career. This is the kind of guy that coaches put implicit trust in to run their offense. He will continue to find ways to be part of any rotation throughout his NBA career.
And Wallace, here we go. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Richards. Bull down low. Working on Williams. Ooh, the pump fake. Kept the D off balance. Gave him room to work.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And here's Caruso outside. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's O'Neal off the drive. Pass to Bull. Outside O'Neal. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here's Caruso outside. And
They got that one.
Gets it. Wow.
That's before the buzzer right there.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the group from Mark Dagdahl starting the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. KD, what else would you expect?
Don't know how you get out and disrupt Kevin Durant on that catch and shoot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, denied by Durant.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
Launches it. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Durant's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
You know, we just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Booker fires from way outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder trail by 4. Stolen by Booker. To the inside. Durant draws the double.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we could put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. The Suns lead by 6. Durant finds Booker. The 3 is up. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker. Durant's got 11 in the second half. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Booker surveying the floor. Up top, Beal from deep. He can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Durant with the block. He got him. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight, and that one misses.
Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game the way he can produce.
A line change here for Oklahoma City.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Caruso, pass to Joe. Money on the 19-footer. Joe's got 6. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Oh, that's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. And the Suns lead by 9.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Wallace outside. Back to Joe. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Caruso misses. Phoenix leading by 9. Down low. Pass to O'Neal. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. O'Neal's got his 2nd basket.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And stolen by Caruso. Williams passes to Caruso. Williams in the post. He's covered by O'Neal. Williams misses. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jones. For 3, Allen. Drains the triple. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Joe. Offensive rebound.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
At the line for your Oklahoma City.
That one misses. Kevin Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He's found his range, hitting 3. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Phoenix, they've got Nick Richards. Grayson Allen is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Bol Bol, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. Back to O'Neal. Over Caruso. O'Neal misses. Thunder trail by 9. Takes the 3. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. The Suns shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And the basket is good.
No doubt about it, guys. We've got a ball game here. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
A line change here for Oklahoma City.
Substitution on the court.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Plumlee, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Down low, Holmgren drops it in.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Here's Durant. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
And it's Dort with the ball for the Thunder. Trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Here's Hartenstein. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Have the space there, but it's offline.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight. This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Free throw, no good for Durant. Thunder trail by 6. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Durant. Not watching the line there. It'll be a backcourt violation. And stolen by Booker. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Hartenstein. And it's stolen by Plumlee. The Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again. Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Knocks down the long J.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Suns.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Dort finds Williams. Inside, here's Hartenstein. Bradley Beal puts it in. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant, no good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
On the wing, Durant. Over Dort. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker. Durant's got 30.
Yeah, pull out your dictionary, look up the term pure scorer. You might see a picture of one Kevin Durant.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Brown deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Outside Holiday. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. To the wing on the left. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains it from beyond the arc. Well, we should be in for a good one here, Richard. This game has all the makings of a shootout.
Yeah, these are two high-powered offenses. I feel for all the defenders in this one because they're going to have their hands full.
Here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Shots good by Williams.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Porzingis with the steal. Can they get it? Tatum drives in, and the layup is good.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Tatum's shot is off. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Outside Holiday. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point lead. Throws it up high.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick and roll sets.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Tatum's shot is off. Thunder have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here is Holmgren. Following the 3 from Jrue Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on White. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. Williams, Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
And here's Brown outside, kept alive for the 3. And it's White missing. Oklahoma City leading by 7. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Pass to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown. leading the fast break. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
For an athlete like Brown, you salivate. You just start drooling thinking about the open floor. Fast breaks are your friend.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. They get it back. Here's White. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. We've got Williams. Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Wallace in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Williams. Puts the move on. And finished off by Williams.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Floats it up for Williams. One-on-one here. Here's Craig. Lays it up and banks it in. Craig's got his first 2 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And he gets it to go. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Joe. The 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Joe's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Hauser. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Wallace outside. Rebounded by Hauser.
Normally he drains that.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Shireman, good.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Caruso finds Williams. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. And it goes down 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Shireman. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field in the second. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wallace dishes to Williams. Pass to Caruso. And he's good on the 3-ball. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Horford with it. Will it go? A shot missing. Here's Williams. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
From deep 3-point territory. That one doesn't go. The Thunder leading by 11. Pass to Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Shireman. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 14 feet away. No good off the front iron. Celtics trail by 13. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly compare to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. Craig can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Put that bucket in no time at all. Shireman's got 9 points in the quarter.
Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from three-point range.
Count the basket. And the Thunder lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Outside Williams. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Hauser, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hauser's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
A big-time effort for Alex Caruso, providing a lot of energy for Oklahoma City. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Alex Caruso with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Williams can't hit. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 10. Sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got 5.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
Pass to Williams from deep. Hands it from downtown. And the Thunder lead by 10.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Sinks the triple.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
And here's the fast break. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 6 points for him.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Brown wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Hartenstein. The shake. And it's good on the way in.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And the dunk by Tatum.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the pass to Dort. Fades and shoots. White with the defensive effort. Celtics trail by 4. That 3 off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Hartenstein shakes him. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one out Porzingis. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. And that one is good. Williams has got 6 points. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees. Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Pritchard. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Caruso. Pass to Joe. Left side, Williams. Good.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game here. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Here's Shireman. Busted. No good that time either. The Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Joe. Fires the 3. Austin grabs the miss. Craig's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shireman, good. 12 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Celtics trail by 5. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The tray. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Joe. Off target with his 3. Here's Hauser. Goes back up. And Horford finishes inside.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading back. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Thunder leading by 3. Both Jalen and Jalen Williams are out there. One at the 3, the other at the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Holmgren in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Big man coming through. Love whenever Porzingis puts his head down and just charges hard towards the basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent D there from Holiday. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. The 3 from Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great job by Tatum in close.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Pass to Williams. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Porzingis with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown kicks to Holiday. Porzingis against Williams to take the lead. And it's White missing. The Thunder with the lead. Right side, Williams. Here's Dort. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 8th assist in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Knocked loose. On defense, the Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Dort against White. Here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Boston grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time. The Celtics with the lead. Holiday attacking. The kick out to Brown. And there's the drive. Brown jams it in.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Williams. And he makes the first.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
2 minutes.
Fast break, here they come. Launches a 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Boston.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end. Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for homegrown. They needed that basket.
Out to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And whatever it was at halftime worked because their offense far more effective here in the second. They finally found some sets that are working for them.
Outside Williams. For 3, Holmgren. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out to White. Pass to Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
30 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Lock at 6. Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Lock at 2, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Takes the 3. And it's White with the rebound. Brown with it. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us.